Well, never before have we required more raw materials in a shorter period of time. I mean, just to give you an idea, we'll probably have to double copper production in the next 10 to 15 years. We'll probably have to find more energy transition materials than have ever been mined in the history of humankind in an environment which is becoming increasingly difficult to operate in. And that's been a real challenge. You have seen, as the supply chain expands very rapidly, you've seen some bad behavior in the industry. From all kinds of players in all kinds of countries. And there is really no level playing field for commodities that are being produced sustainably or ESG compliant compared to commodities that are not being produced sustainably or ESG compliant. That's one of the intentions of the Supply Chain Act, the European Supply Chain Act for traceability, is to create this level playing field by forcing end consumers to document the provenance of the material and the ESG score of those materials. Now that's going to be very complicated because there's not enough data, there isn't enough transparency in the supply chain to make this happen, so it's going to be a big challenge.
Can you tell us more about ERG's involvement in the electric vehicle battery production? I mean, why was it important to establish this global battery alliance?
If you want good behavior in an industry, you have to reward good behavior to the industry players. Now, the way to do this is you give consumers the choice of choosing between a good or a bad product. We had the intention to actually create the ability for the industry to reward and to incentivize a good behavior in the supply chain as it expands. And this group has now grown into, I'd say, probably the largest organization, multi-stakeholder organization in the space. We have about 180 members globally. We have a flagship project as the GBA, which is the battery passport, which will actually provide exactly what I was referring to. It provides information, real-time information, transparent, fully available on the internet, through a barcode that's on the back of the car. So you can scan the back of the car, this little sticker, and it will show you where does this unit of nickel, where does this unit of cobalt come from, where has it been processed, where has it been refined. This will actually give consumers a choice and in a way support good behavior in the supply chain as we're building the next industrial revolution, replacing an entire energy system with a renewable energy system, which is very exciting.